Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my journey as a content creator, how I started and how I got to where I am now. Where do I start? You guys, it's a long journey. I don't even know where to start, but we'll start. So I'm going to be telling this story, mixing it up with my makeup artist journey. Keep in mind that I am a content creator and I'm also a makeup artist. So I was in both hand in hand. Not necessarily, but like at the point I said in both hand in hand. But I learned makeup around 2015. When I learned it, I just learned it to do makeup on other people. I did not know anything about content creation. I didn't even know that there was something like that. Like it was existent in this world. I didn't know. So when I was in like I learned that immediately after my post UME, I think, yeah, before I entered Unilag. So as I learned it, I went to Unilag and I was doing makeup, so getting some money on people. I also actually before I learned makeup, I loved makeup. I already knew how to do makeup to an extent. Actually, when I was learning this first school I learned it was Touch of Gold. That was where I learned my first makeup. When I was even learning, the woman was like, "Wow, do you know makeup? Have you ever gone to a class before?" So I was actually good to an extent because I used to play with my mom's makeup, my sister's makeup. I actually love makeup, like it was born in my genes. And so I just went to a class to like professionalize it, if there's a word like that. I learned in 2015, went to school, started using to make small money. Then I also used to make up on my face a lot. Like when I was going for classes, I would beat my face. Like I did not care, I did not give a care in the world. I would beat my face, go for my class, do whatever it was. Then after that, when I was in school, I didn't really know of creating content with makeup, like beauty content and stuff like that. So I didn't used to do it. It was after that Pepsi stuff. If you've not seen my Pepsi story, the video before this, I told a story around how I went viral doing one Pepsi makeup and stuff like that. So it was after the Pepsi makeup I did that went viral that I now tapped into that field of using your skills like makeup to get money on social media. Initially, when I started, I did not think of the money because it was not even in my mind. Because in my head, I had fun doing what I was doing. So money was not. It was not a part. Like it was not something that oh, I want to get into this because I want to make money from it. Even as the first brand that paid me was GT, I just took. I literally just took anything they offered me. I didn't even try to negotiate or do anything like that. I didn't do that because it was not really in my head that okay, it can be done and stuff like that. So after I did the Pepsi thing and I started my 30 days challenge, that was the first time I said, okay, let me start posting out my content online. I started posting 30 days makeup challenge. So I did makeup for 30 days after that thing because people were asking me, people were coming to my page to say, post more, do like more creative work. So I was posting more creative works and I did that 30 days challenge. After it was over, it just kind of kicked off from there. I think I did that around, it was around when I was almost done with school. I used to take pictures in my corridor in Unilag. So after the 30 days challenge, I started posting makeup randomly, like doing looks and just posting it. But I was not really consistent because I was not really serious with it actually. I was basically just doing it to have fun. So I was not taking it as work. I was just taking it as okay, something I do when I'm bored or when I have time. I just do makeup on my face paint and then post on Instagram and that would be it. So that's basically what I was doing all through when I was in Unilag. And then when came out of Unilag, we entered right into COVID. So as I came out of school, I finished around 2019. 2020 was COVID. So it was like we entered like right into COVID. And I remember I started posting during that corona time. I was not also at that period too. My head was also not really in the creator space. Like it didn't cross my mind to like take it seriously. Like I did not still have an idea how big it was. I was just like in my own small circle, just doing my thing and posting. So during that corona period, I was just playing around on TikTok, doing different videos. I think then was when videos really started like trending. Before it was pictures, because I used to just snap, do my makeup, snap and post. But like videos, I was before I even started doing videos, I was very wary of doing videos because like I was so scared. I didn't even know why I was scared. But like for some reason, because Instagram was pictures before, then videos now added to Instagram. I was so scared of posting videos on Instagram. I think number one, the reason why I was scared was because makeup, there was no filter. Like I could not edit videos. So in my head I could not edit the videos to look like as smooth as I want if I'm doing it with pictures. So that's like an insecurity for me. That's number one. Then number two, I felt like I could not edit videos too. Like I don't know how to put together videos and stuff like that. So I think the first class that I did that they taught me how to edit pictures was I think the Lydia Stanley class. I joined that class. She taught how to edit pictures. So it was from her I actually learned how to edit pictures. Then videos now came out. She did another class and I joined the class. She taught how to do videos with camera. But I did not really I didn't use that up to now I've not used like the video editing class because I didn't have a camera. So she was teaching how to use videos like set up with camera. But I didn't have a camera. So she did it along with a makeup class. So I guess that's why I paid. So she did it together. It was like a package. So that's why I paid for that class. So I was really scared of posting videos. You guys, it was a fear for me. That's why I say that fear is just an illusion. Like fear is like I don't know how to explain. Like you never really know how easy something is until you actually try it. Fear can actually stop you from doing a lot of things. Like before I said it was like a big like it was looking like a big obstacle. Then when I said it, I was like, it's not even this serious. Like nothing is even this serious for me to be scared of editing and videos and stuff like that. I was really scared of posting out videos on Instagram. I'm not even gonna lie. I was really, really scared of videos. But then Corona period, I started posting TikToks. I was just doing random TikToks. It was even easier on TikTok because like then TikTok was fun. You guys, if you're not in that era, Corona era, how were posting TikTok for fun? Like TikTok was so fun and you could easily go viral on TikTok then. We're just posting different things. I was just doing my thing. I was posting makeup videos when I felt like. I also did a few pictures on Instagram. I was doing TikTok videos. I was doing how to make your eyes appear bigger and smaller. I think I already did that video. That video I did was a remake of a video I did 2020. The how to make your eye appear bigger and smaller and how to make your brows thick and fluffy. I did that video 2020. So it was like a remake I did this year. I did one of those videos, how to make your eye appear bigger and smaller, and it went wild. Like it got up to 50 something K views. I was like, wow, so people are really, like people really care for this. Then I started, it prompted me to start posting more videos. I started posting other videos, although some of them did not do well, but most of them I posted during that period did well. Then I stopped. That period was really rough. I would say that was my roughest period, like creating content. I was sad because number one, we just finished school. You know that after school sadness. I don't know if it's depression, I'll call it, but like when you just finish university and you don't know what next you're doing with your life and you're just confused and then Corona is here, you're just sitting at home, not you're not even able to do anything. And then because of that you can't get clients. Because when I was in school, I actually really used to get a good amount of people I did makeup on. And then you can't get clients and it's just like wow. So no work, no job, then I was already running out of makeup because like I could not buy any stuff. I couldn't buy any makeup. I didn't even have money, to be honest. That was what was making me sad. That was the major thing that was making me sad. I didn't know what next to do, and I was running out of makeup. That's why I had to stop creating because like I got really sad, and I was running out of makeup. I didn't have anything like that anymore. For a long time, I stopped. I only did it when it was like the beginning of that Corona period. I was not taking it as work. Also, I was just doing that like okay, I'm bored. Let me just do makeup and snap or do a video for you guys and just post. I was not really taking it like work that I have to post consistently. I was not consistent. Let's say 2018, 2019, 2020. I was never consistent. I was just doing it for fun, posting once in a while. Maybe I can post once a month and that will be it. Or I can post 2 times a month. That will be it. And it would not bother me because I was not taking Instagram as work. 2021, after the whole Corona thing, I think I went into service. I think end of 2020 was when we came out. And I went into service. That was when they slapped me. If you don't know that story, I also have it on one of my videos. Go through my videos, you'll see a story time on how I got slapped when I was working somewhere. So that was when I went into service. And so I didn't have time for Instagram and stuff. Like that was even like the least time I posted or showed up on Instagram. I didn't have time at all. I was just trying to make money to survive. Like that's literally I was trying to find my path. So I went to learn makeup somewhere. I think the person that I was supposed to work for, she paid for the makeup. I learned it somewhere. Then I started working at the spa. I was working where they slapped me. That period was very sad for me. Oh. Jesus, it was really like I was struggling. I didn't have no money, and I had to stay on the island because I was working on the island. So I was not comfortable where I was. Everything was just rough. Like I don't know how to describe it. It was really rough that period. I had to stay there. But I was just trying to like hustle my way and see if I can like get people to do makeup on the island because like I felt like that was where like I'll get like more clients. So after doing that for about like 6 months, I don't know how long I worked there, but I know I left at a point. I think I left after they slapped me. I didn't leave immediately after they slapped me, but something else happened that I had to leave and I left. After that period, 2021, I opened a studio. I was still serving then. So I opened a studio after I stopped working at that place. I opened a makeup studio. I opened a studio in Surrey because I felt like, okay, maybe if I had a studio, I'll be getting clients, and at least I can market around that area and see what's up. And then when I got this studio, I think before that, when I stopped working at that place, and I started creating content again, like I came back to Instagram because I took a very, very long break and I came back to Instagram. I was posting, I started posting. I'm literally going through my Instagram to like remember the things I was doing during this period. So I started actually posting. This was 2021. All these pictures, 2021. I was trying to get clients. It did not work out for me. Unfortunately for me, it didn't work out. But another thing is, immediately I finished school, I knew I was not going to use my certificate. Like that was a short thing. Like that was a short thing. If you watch the very first video I did on my channel, you know that I said this makeup thing is like the only thing going on for me now. Like if I don't make it here, I don't know what else. Like I cannot not make it here. Like it's not like a possibility. It's not a thing that I've ever thought of in my mind that maybe I'll not make it. Like it has never occurred to me that I will make it here. So that's why I'm actually still here. I don't care how long, but like it's like what else if not this? Like what else can I do? Like if not this. So it's like the only option for me. So until I finish school, I finished with a good result. I did not care about that. I just like dive into the makeup artistry world. I was trying to find my way, figure out myself. That's why I opened a studio. Unfortunately, it wasn't a good plan. So that's another lesson you should learn from this. If you are a makeup artist trying to grow your brand, the first thing you should do shouldn't be opening a studio. If you think opening a studio will bring your clients or whatever it is that you need or give you more clientele, don't do that. Especially now in this digital age, social media age, get your clients online first. If you have that good amount of clientele, you know you have people that come regularly per week, you can calculate a good amount that come to you. Then you can now think of opening a studio. But if you don't have that strong clientele, don't do it. Don't open a studio. That's not a good move. Because I was literally that period. I didn't even know you guys. I've literally said all the periods of my life I suffered, but that period I suffered. You guys, that's when I knew that adulthood. That was when the real adulthood hit me because I was broke. I was literally looking for money for transportation to go to my studio. Like some days I'll be like, where do I find money? Like, where do I find 1,500 naira to go out? Some days I'll go there, I'll not eat because, but food was never really my problem because I don't eat normally. But like, I will not eat. It's not because I don't feel like eating, but like, I don't have the money to be eating when I have a shop. So I was basically saving all the money I was getting. I saved it for rent. I never made one gain from that studio. I didn't make one gain. In fact, I ran at a loss because I saved for the rent throughout. That was the next year rent. So I was like, it's not gonna work. Although I started posting back on Instagram, but I was also just posting because I like posting. Here, I was not really thinking of the money for anything. I was just posting because I enjoyed being creative, doing creative makeup, posting. That was basically what I was doing. I never thought of the money. So if you're a content creator and you're trying to go into content, the money should not be the first thing on your mind, though. Hey, if the money is the first thing on your mind, you will wait, tire. Unless maybe you are soft and you come from a rich background and you can just, there's certain type of content that when you post, people like people like the type of content. Unless that is it. But if you're like a regular person like me that's just trying to start out some content, if you're thinking of money, that's not the first thing you should think of. You should first enjoy what you're doing, enjoy the process. Because if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you will not have enough motivation to even push or move forward. So basically, that was what was helping me. I really like makeup. I genuinely like makeup. I genuinely liked creating. I genuinely just like doing stuff on my face and posting it. Early 2021 or late 2021, I don't know, but I decided to close the studio after service because it was not working out. Okay, I didn't have money for the studio. Then I started looking for a job. Exactly. 2021, after service, I started looking for a job because studio was not giving me money. So I had to find a route because like nobody was coming to save me. So I started looking for jobs. Like I was like, let me just use my certificate. In my head, I was like, I have a certificate. What am I doing here? Let me look for a job. Let me just use my certificate. Maybe if I can find something flexible that I can be going to the studio and also going to work from there. Doing both of them together, it will be good. So I was basically looking for remote jobs. I was not looking for anything serious. I was looking for something that would just be giving me income every month. That's what I needed. I didn't even care about the salary. I just needed something that would be coming in every month because I really had nothing. So that was when I landed the social media job I was doing. It was very, very flexible. Like I feel like God has just designed my life. Like it was so perfect. The way the job came was like twice a week. It was not like resumption time was 10 o'clock. You close by 3 p.m. It was not stressful at all. Like and then the work environment was super solid. Like that was like the first place I was working that I felt I did not feel pressure. It didn't just feel like work. And one thing about me, I also like jobs that like I have to like think creatively. If the job I'm doing is not like requiring me to think creatively or it's requiring me to just do something every day, the same thing, I don't think I can do that. But like the job I had, it was like I was doing video editing, I was doing stuff, I come up with ideas, content ideas and stuff like that. So it was fine by me. I liked it. I was chill, it was okay. And then when I got the job, that was when the real thing started. I now stopped going to my studio frequently. It started with not going, missing like 2 times a week. Then we entered 3 times, and I stopped going at all because it was just a lot that period. It was a lot. So after a few months, I just decided I was going to close the studio because I was no longer going there like that again. Because first, mostly because number one, I was not marketing. I was not going there. I was going to work with my office. It was just a lot. There was a lot of things happening, and I was trying to do content too. I was like, there's no need for me to be wasting money on a studio when I'm not there 24/7. Like if, especially as a new studio, if you really want to like get people, you have to be there 24/7. So I just like closed it. I don't even know when I closed, but I know I closed it maybe 2022. I don't know, but I closed the studio after a year. After I closed it, the next year, 2022, was when I now really landed Instagram. Like I said, okay, let me put all my eggs in one basket now. Let's see how that will go. And I posted this picture on my birthday. This picture was what even boosted. Like it just helped. I got a lot of positive because of the way I edited the picture, the way I took the pictures and stuff like that. I got a lot of positive response from me. I was like, okay, maybe I should start posting. Then I started posting. Then I now did the 10 days. I think 10 days of magazine look. Yeah, this was 2022 January. Okay, this is April. But it started along that period. I think February that's when it started. But I was still not consistent, like as you'd expect, like someone that's really trying to get out there should be, especially now with social media, like what social media requires of you. I was not that consistent. So I was also working the 9 to 5, basically 10 to 3, and alongside doing this. So I was not really consistent because I was also working somewhere else. So my head was not fully on Instagram. I just kept posting mostly photos. I was enjoying posting photos then, and Instagram then was they were very receptive to photos. This was 2022, very very receptive to photos. And when I started doing these 10 days of magazine covers, that was when brand and people started noticing me. So I was doing a few videos alongside with it, and then I now got my first influencer gig, which was Omari Code. I will never forget. Like Omari Code was like the first brand to reach out to me to say, "Oh, I want to work with you." It was so wow to me because like I was so happy because I've been doing this thing since. Like I've been doing this thing since whenever it is, and nobody has ever approached me that okay, I want to work with you and stuff like that. At that time, because I was not that consistent, I was on and off, on and off. Nobody wants to work with someone that is on and off. But I was just like happy that I was being recognized at that moment. So I really started posting, and I posted this video. Was the first video I posted that went viral to me because it had about 294K views. I was like, wow, so I could do something like this. Then it now made my other videos start doing well. But also prior to that, I was posting videos like these transitions, Nicki Minaj lyrics and stuff. That was what really genuinely what I enjoyed doing. Then I posted that video and it just went viral. It went off. People were like commenting, had a lot of views. Then it just helped these other videos. It helped my other videos go up too. So any video I was posting from then on were just doing well. So that was how I guess that was how brands noticed. And Omari Code reached out to me like, "Don't work with me, blah blah blah." Okay, she saw this video. I think this was the video she saw when I was taking out my makeup, and then they were bringing out like a melt away cleanser then, so she wanted me to like work with them on that. And I started doing fun content. I was doing Nicki Minaj content. I was doing a lot of like musical fun content, and this was when this was the video that Nikki posted on her story. When she posted it on her story, I did not. That was a story time for another day. But she posted it on her story, and my DMs were going wild. Like everybody was messaging me that go and check it, go and check this. Go and I woke up to it like go and check. Nicki Minaj just posted. Nicki Minaj just posted me. So from then on, I think everything was just going well. I was getting mad views. I was getting. This was the first video I did for her. I was using the melt away cleanser. It was doing really good. And then I worked with another skincare brand. This one, it was my second gig. I was so grateful. I was so happy that oh, nice. Someone is recognizing me now. I guess that's when brands started recognizing me. 2022. So I worked with very few brands for the most of 2022. Then I was doing social media thing. We entered 2023, and I decided that okay, I was going to do the social media thing from now till May or June, July, and I was going to quit July. That was my plan. But unfortunately for me, they laid me off. If you've not watched the video, I have a video on how I quit my job on my page. So check out that video if you want to know how I quit my job. But I was seeing that Instagram was working out. I was like, okay, I'll just do this social media thing for a while. The next year, I'll quit around mid year. So I then took a break, and I was when everything started going downhill. Instagram is work unless you're a celebrity. I took a break. Then Instagram started messing me up. My views were low. I was so sad. My views were low. Everything was just. It was not just. I was trying to switch up my content. Nothing was working. My views were low. Doing creative stuff, what I liked, nobody was watching. Doing Nicki Minaj videos, nobody was watching. They're getting as low as 2K, 3K. That was like my average actually. Then when my videos started going down, I was like, okay, cool. Nobody wants to watch me again. Then I came back 2023, same thing. Early 2023, that was my worst period. I was like, what's happening? Nobody's watching my videos. If I post a video to get like 2K views, 3K views, I was like, what's this? I was really struggling then, early 2023, but I still said I was going to quit. I said I was going to quit July because entering this year, I just had like a mindset that's like God has aligned me to what I want to do, and I just have to follow His footsteps and just manifest the things that I want. So I just kept posting. I was trying to go into fashion content, but it did not really work. Although I'm still going to get back to that. But yeah, I think they laid me off April of this year. Was it April? Yeah, I think of this year. It was early this year. I was like, and thank God, like I was already planning to go and it just happened. So it just means God was working everything out already for me. I didn't even have to do much. I was really sad because I was not getting views. It really got to me, especially this year. I don't know why, but it really got to me that I was not getting views. It made me really sad. It was like I think it was like last year when I came back to posting last year when I posted on my birthday post 2022 and this year was when I started comparing myself. I was like, oh, in my head, I was like, I've started doing makeup for a long time. I've been doing this thing since. So even some people that started after me, they passed me. I was really sad. I was comparing myself to creators. I was watching. I was just go to people's pages, be watching their videos, be like, oh wow, is it that I'm not good at that? I like in my heart, I knew that I was good. I was like, I'm actually really good with this makeup. Why is my own video not going as viral as this person's video? Like I was really comparing myself then. I'll literally watch someone's video and say, but I did the same thing. Why is my own video not going? But that's how Instagram works or social media works. So I was basically just trying different stuff. I think the first brand I worked for this year was also Omari Code. Then I was not even getting jobs. I was just really even happy when it came to me. I was like, wow, thank God. Like at least someone can still like acknowledge me and give me work, that kind of thing. So it was like, okay, let me just keep posting. I just kept posting actually. I just kept showing up no matter what. And then I think when I quit the job and I said, okay, I was going to fully focus on. I think this year I was going to focus on YouTube. Earlier this year, I started YouTube for a while. I was consistent for a while, but it got overwhelming because I had work I was doing too, and Painted by Tanis, my other brand too. So it was like a lot. So I just lost track. And YouTube is not that easy. So yeah, when I quit my job, I was like, okay, let me realign and like re-strategize actually. So I went to learn makeup upgrade class. So why I quit my job, part of the reason why I quit was like I wanted to fully focus on Painted by Tanis and then focus on content creation. But Painted by Tanis was really my major thing. Like Painted by Tanis, that's doing makeup for other people, clients. I wanted to grow my clientele base and stuff like that. So I went to go and learn, take an upgrade class just to refine my skills. That's why I did that class. And as I did it, I'm so happy and glad I did that class because it helped a lot. I learned a lot. You know the thing about learning is you don't know that like you will not know that there's room for improvement until you actually try to improve, until you actually try to learn. So one thing about me is I always like strive to like be better than what I was the last time. I don't care how little or how small it is, I always strive to be better than what I was before. So wow, I missed a lot of things. 2020, I had a phone. I think I got an iPhone 7 when I was in uni. Like I used the iPhone 7 to take all my bomb pictures. Like nobody believed that it was an iPhone 7 I was using. They were like, wow, how are you using this phone to do it? The same thing when I got my XR. I had XR. Okay, that was part of the reason why I was so consistent. I got a phone, it spoiled. And I just got it after saving my hard earned money. Like I had to save like through my nose to get that phone. It spoiled immediately after I got it, and the person I got it from did not want to change it. So I stopped posting and I had to get another phone. That one still took time. So that was major reason why I was actually not doing work, because I did not have a phone like that. So I got another phone and I started posting XR. So early this year I also got my iPhone 11 Pro Max because I needed to be using it to do YouTube and other stuff. So I went to learn from him and I took the upgrade class and I realized that wow, I actually did not know a lot. And I actually gained a lot from this class. I did my first video. This was the first video I did. This video. I said, okay, let me post it. This night, the funny thing about this thing, this video I did the night I did this video, I did 5 videos in one. I was like, okay, I want to start batch creating and bulk posting content. So I said I was going to switch my content style. So then before I was posting fashion, I was posting just me doing makeup, I was posting me singing Nicki Minaj's lyrics. At a point people were not like messing with it again. My views were not up. I said, okay, let me do this one. And I did this soft glam makeup tutorial. Posted it. People received it well, and I noticed a difference because number one, my camera changed. My phone, I used my new phone 11 Pro Max to film it. Then number two, the skills changed too. So there was an upgrade. So it was like very different. So another thing I want to tell you guys is people actually know when something is good and when something is not. People like, if something is good though, if people fuck with you, if they know, like they know, if they know that you are good, people know when someone is and something is good. So that's what actually attracts people to people. So that's what I noticed with that video, was that the makeup was bomb and the quality was higher. So people were really attracted to it because of the makeup and the quality. I was like, wow, people are answering me now after I did this video. And after a long time, I said, okay, fine. And I posted the eyebrow tutorial. That was when everything just kicked up. When I posted the eyebrow tutorial for beginners, both on TikTok and on Instagram, it went up. Both tutorials. I was like, wow, people like tutorials. And then with the new knowledge I gained from the class I went to, I started posting tutorials. That's basically what set it up for me till today. That's what set it up for me. Like started posting tutorials. I posted eyebrow tutorials and my skin too. I noticed that whenever I post about my skin, people always like. In fact, before I started posting skin, when I was posting makeup, people always comment on my skin. So I decided to do like a skincare routine because I already started doing skincare. So and then anytime I post about skin, anything skin, people always like run the video up. Like the video always goes up. People really like skincare and anything skin or whatever it is. So I noticed that I needed to change my strategy. So I just changed it entirely to tutorials. I stopped doing musicals. Although that's my favorite thing to do, and I know I will get back to that. But I need to build that level of trust first. I need to build that like community first to be able to do anything I want. I want to build it to the point that if I post anything, it would always go up just because I have like a strong community. When you give people value, they value you and they stick to you. So anything you put out there later on, they would accept, or they tend to like accept easily rather than just you doing the regular stuff that will not be any gain to them. So if you're a creator and you're thinking about starting or doing anything, you always think of giving value to people. Like how can I give somebody value? Like how what can I do to help people rather than think of people rather than yourself. So that's really what kicked it off for me. I was thinking of people. I was not thinking of myself now anymore. Because if I was thinking of myself, I'll probably still be doing my Nicki Minaj videos. Because that's what I genuinely like doing. Musicals, like just doing lip syncing, musicals, just doing crazy makeup and stuff like that. And then when you get to that point in your content or your career, where you feel like you've gathered and you've built that like community around you, can then start doing whatever you like. So if I get to a point and I decide, okay, I want to just start doing musicals, I'm sure people will fuck with it. Like people will actually camp there. So that was the whole plan. So I realized that wow, people like tutorials, and I use the knowledge I gained from my class and I just put it into all my videos. Started doing eyebrow videos, soft glam eyeshadow, skincare routine. It was running up, like people enjoy tutorials, and people know if you're good or not. So once you are good and like you know what you are doing, people actually like got like they would come to you. Yes, my videos started getting a lot of reach. Brands were already reaching out to me. I work with a couple brands this year, and I'm so grateful for that. I work with about 5 or 6 brands this year, makeup brands, because my videos were like doing well. And I actually even made my first million this year. I'm going to do a video on that. I really wouldn't have thought of it. I know I said I wanted to make my first million the beginning of this year, but I don't know what I was thinking, but like I didn't know it would be this soon, like it would be that fast. Even when it happened, I didn't even feel like I just made my first million because it was like, how is this the same content I've been doing since? That's actually bringing million to me. So that was how it happened with my content. One thing I'll say is that when you're doing content, always you don't have to always strive to be the best at it. What you need to strive for is growth, is to improve from your last video. So you just make sure every video you're doing or every era, like say maybe this year and next year, like next year, you want to improve something in your content, you want to change some things, you want to learn people. One thing about me, I don't care how much it is, whether it's a class or a course or whatever it is I need to do. So if it's going to help me improve myself or make me better, I will pay it. I don't like when it comes to like improving or learning or like growing myself or trying to improve myself, make myself better. I don't really care about the price tag. I would pay for it. So far, I would get that value. I'll pay for it. I don't care. Don't be scared to go outside your comfort zone. Never even thought or imagined that we're doing tutorials, and look at me here doing tutorials, and I'm actually really good at it because I didn't really know I was good at teaching like that actually, but I'm actually really good at it. So I've taken a couple of upgrade classes. I took from Anita Brown, I took from Ebon Online Media. I think I took from Anita Brown like last. I think 2021 was when I did Anita Brows. Then I did online media this year. One thing about me, I always make sure I am better than what I was. Like I always try to be unique and different in what I do and what I bring to the table. That's one thing about me. I always try to be unique and different. So I always like when I'm doing something, I want to do it well. I want to be like I want to stand out. I want to be so different. I don't even want to be the best. I want to stand out and be different from the rest. So I always anything I need to do, any money I need to pay, I would do anything just to be better than what I was last year. Okay, like next year now I have a couple of plans. I need to get maybe a camera. I want to elevate my content. I want to do switch up my content. I want to do something. So I just feel like it's not about striving to be the best. It's about, are you moving forward? What you're doing, are you moving forward? Are you trying to be better than what you were yesterday? That's really what's important for me, and that's really what has helped me. So what I would say really helped me in this content is being dogged. That's number one. Like I did not give a shit about anybody's opinion. That's number one. I think that comes with character too. That's in my character. I don't really care about what people say. So I just always like, okay, if I put my mind to something, I'm doing it and that is done. Like you don't even need to encourage me. Like I know what I want. 90% of the time I know what I want. So it's just to pursue it with everything I have. So once I'm sure, like I know this thing I must make it here, pursue it. Once you feel like this is your thing, pursue. No matter what anybody's saying, pursue it. Put your head down and pursue it. You don't even have to be like, it will take some time. You don't have to be, you can see maybe your mates living glamorous lives, or you feel like, oh, I could have been here if I had taken this path. Put your head down, focus on one side, and just pursue what you want, and you will get there. So that's one thing I realized helped. I was very, very like dogged. I tried different stuff. Like I left my comfort zone a lot, and I was trying different things just to like know which I would stick with. Then I always want to better myself, no matter how small it is. I always want to better myself, and I always set goals too that I want to like reach. Like every year in content. I don't know who this video is for or why I'm making this video, but it just came to my heart to make this video for anybody that needs like encouragement from content. There were times when I was down. There were times when I did not have phone. There were times when I had to save to my last coin, use all my money to buy phone. There was a time when I did not have any money to transfer myself to anywhere. There was a time when I was using my LED light, only one light. Like one thing about me, I always anything I have at any stage, I try to utilize it very well. So I was never really that person to say, okay, I don't have this thing, I'm not going to create. I don't have this, I'm not going to create. When I didn't have lights, I was using my XR. I'm literally just in front of a window, put my phone in front of a window, snap, post, do my video, post, using natural light. Before I started using artificial light, I was using natural light for a long time. It's this year I started using artificial light very well. Well, I never used to use it. So I was just finding a way. So that is what you like to do and what you want to do. I just never wanted to be stagnant in one place for a long time. So I had to just keep it moving no matter what. Another thing I forgot to say is 2023, was it early this year, when I felt like my content was bad. I was just like comparing myself a lot. I had to mute the creators I was following because I felt like I was trying to follow their path just to see if I would get what I want. So my content was no longer authentic to me. It was like I was copying someone else's content because of what I was seeing when I was scrolling. So I was seeing a lot of the content creators' content, different types. I was just trying out their styles. I was just doing stuff, and I did not like that. So earlier this year, I decided to mute the creators I was following. I needed to focus. Like I needed to refocus my head and just do what I had to do on my own accord, not because I am seeing like what people are posting and it's kind of getting to my head and I'm like, okay, let me just do this one, let me just do, and I was just kind of everywhere. So that's another thing I did that helped me. When I stopped seeing a lot of creators content, it helped me, like it helped my head get to one place. And then I started posting what I wanted to post, and then I had to like unmute them after a while. Then I go back to myself. But yeah, if you have to do that too, please do that. Like there's no rule, there's no law that one thing about social media is if you keep seeing something for a long time, you don't know in your subconscious how when you start like acting or doing what it is that you keep saying. So that was what was happening to me that period. I was really just confused because I was very sad. My videos were not doing well. I was just confused, looking at other creators. I would try this person's content another day. I'll try another person's content. It was just not it for me. I was just like copying. So I just had to mute the people I was following and just like focus on myself and just get my head together. I hope you take one or two things from this video and I hope you see it and get encouraged. Not give up. Like it's not easy. It's never going to be easy. I don't know. Nothing is easy in this life. But yeah, it's not easy. But once you keep pushing, if you keep doing it, this is literally 2023, and this I can say that this is the year I've actually made the most money from content creation. After doing it for how many years? Let's say I started creating content in maybe 2020, just 2021, like 3 years or four. I think 2019. Okay, let's say 2019. That's 4 years. Just now I'm like that's what I'm seeing, like I'm reaping the benefit of what I've been doing. But it's not always like that for everybody, don't get me wrong. But I'm just like, if you're out there and you feel like wow, you've been doing stuff, you've been trying things, nothing is working out, just keep doing, just keep putting yourself out there. Like nothing will beat that, nothing beats that, putting your content out there, putting, I don't even care how the content looks, just keep pushing, putting it out there, just keep putting it out there. One day somebody will see you, somebody that values you will see you and say, okay, let's try this person out. Just keep, and then also try to put your best in what you do. That's another thing. People recognize when you're doing something nice and good. So also try to put your best in what you're doing, and you get to where you need to get to. Anyways, whoever this was for, I hope you don't get discouraged, and yeah, just keep pushing. I'll see you guys in my next video.